Hi, I'm Becca, and today we are going to be doing some Yoga Sculpt. So that's yoga using weights. So you can do it without the weights if you want to, but if you've got something like anything between half a kilo up to about 1.5 kilos or 2 kilos of your experience with weights, then get them ready and get yourself a drink and get yourself onto your mat. I'll see you there in a second. So today we are going to be starting our practice lying down. So just take a moment to get yourself lying down on your mat. Get yourself nice and comfy. Maybe you might want to take your knees out to the edges and place the soles of the feet together. But just take a moment to find a nice comfy space for you. And then lift your palms up towards the ceiling. So you've got your palms facing the ceiling, loads of space in the chest. These precious moments of peace are so rare now that we have our houses full of people, or even if you don't, just having some time for yourself is really soothing. It's really good for your heart. So as you're lying here, just let the body soften down into the ground. So just letting all the muscles soften, letting go. Especially around the face, around the neck, around the jaw, and the shoulders. And just follow your breath as it flows in and flows out. Notice that lovely sense of letting go as you breathe out. And just using that sense of letting go to just help you to sink down further into the mat. We'll take a few breaths together, using an equal breath. So we're going to be breathing in for a count of 5, and then breathing out for a count of 5. This helps us to just keep the breath even, just keeping it continuous all the way through. So just start by breathing out, just to get all the breath out, and then we'll breathe in together. So when you're ready, we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 4, 5. Breathing out, 4, 5. Breathing in, keeping that breath nice and continuous. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, lifting your knees up if you have them out to the sides, or bending your knees, taking the soles of the feet flat onto the floor. And then with the next breath out, we just squeeze both knees into the chest. If it feels nice, just rock from side to side. That's it, just massaging the back. It should just feel quite nice here. Okay, we're going to lower the left foot back down onto the floor and then take the ankle of the right foot onto that left thigh, lifting the left foot off the ground and then taking your hands around the back there. If you find that this is quite tight for you, you can either use something to wrap around the back of your thigh, or you can place that down on the floor and maybe sit up and move your body further towards your leg. So there's a couple of options there. Either way, we're just going to be stretching out that leg there. Oh, maybe flex the left foot and the right foot. And think about sinking those hips down onto the ground. And also we want to be avoiding tension building up in the shoulders. So just try and let your head, let your shoulders just stay soft on the ground. And then reconnecting in with the breath. Okay, and we're going to take both of these legs over towards the left side. If you have a sore back, you just lower the foot down first before you twist the knees over. Otherwise, you can lift both legs up, take them both across. Spread your arms out nice and wide and maybe even start to look over towards your right shoulder. So we're just taking the body into a lovely big twist. Okay, when you're ready, breathing out, taking it up. Take a breath in and then see how it feels to twist the other way now. That's it. So we're just going from a slightly lighter twist to a stronger twist. This time looking over to the other arm. Breathing in, take a nice big breath in. And then we're going to release with a sigh through the mouth. Lovely. Next breath out. I want you to lift those legs back up. Unravel them. Squeezing the knees in again. Nice. Now same on the other side. So this time lowering the right foot down and then taking the left ankle onto the right thigh. And then doing that same option as you did on the other side. So either threading the hands around or lifting up onto the elbows or maybe onto the arms. I'm going to go for that option this time. And as you're in this pose, really think about releasing in that hip here. Hips are where we can hold a lot of emotion, a lot of tension. And sometimes it can take a lot of conscious awareness to really relax and let go and release into it. So if it feels good to close your eyes and really draw all of your attention into that left hip. Oh, you're really releasing, letting go. Okay. If you're up, lower yourself down. And we are going to twist over towards the right to start with. Looking over the left shoulder. Stretch those fingertips away. Just enjoy this twist and this opening of the chest. And on the next breath out, we're lifting up. Take a breath in and breathe out, twisting over the other way. And you'll find this is just a bit of a stronger twist because you're using this foot on the top of this thigh just to ease that leg over a bit more. Try and consciously stretch those right fingertips away. Look over towards them. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathing in and breathing One more breath. Okay, we're going to breathe out, drawing those back up. Lovely. Okay, now unravel the legs. And we're going to take them to 90 degrees. Okay, if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, either you have a sore back or maybe your core needs a bit more work, I want you to just place both of your feet down. So you'll be doing the alternate twist. So if you've got your legs up in the air, we're going to take a breath in and breathe out to lower one heel down onto the floor. So breathing in and then breathing out, taking the other heel down onto the floor. So if you're on the floor, you're going to do it the other way around. So breathing in and breathing out, lifting one leg up off the floor. Also, if this feels okay for you, if you're finding that dropping the heels down is fine, maybe think about straightening out the leg and try to take it so that it's not quite touching the floor. We're breathing out to take it in. I want you to try and keep this movement nice and steady. We want nice control over the whole of this movement. If at any time you want to close your eyes, especially when we're lying down, do. It can really help you to tune into all the senses of how you're feeling in the body. Really want to try and keep the hips stable. So I want to be trying to keep this movement really steady, really slow. That's it, lovely. Okay, one more on each leg. Nice, well done. We're going to take the knees into the chest. Maybe cross the ankles over and just rock backwards and forwards. Ooh. And see if you can make your way up to standing. So onto all fours and up to standing. Start with a nice forward fold. Let the head go heavy. Just really enjoy all that stretch across the backs of the hamstrings. And then slowly roll yourself up. Nice. So before we start using weights, we're just doing a little bit of a warm up here. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back and down. That's it. So nice big shoulder rolls. Really opening up the shoulders. If you want to, you can straighten the arms and take some huge big circles around. And then the other way, circling around the other way. That's it. If you've been doing a lot of working from home, you might not be sitting at a standard desk anymore, so it's all the more important to be really looking after your shoulders and your neck, really spending some time opening them out, but also strengthening the back part of your body. We're going to be doing a little bit of extra work on strengthening the back part of the body today as well. Okay, right, now right foot, wrap that around the back of the left foot. Okay, we're going to sweep the right arm up overhead, stretch those fingertips away, and as you do that, slide this other hand down the thigh. So we're just trying to lengthen, extend this side of the body. Breathing in and breathing out, and just visualize your breath going into this space. You're really breathing into all this extra space you're making on this side of the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in and breathe out. Draw your tummy in towards the spine. We're going to lift up, lower down. Nice. So this time unraveling and taking the left foot behind the right. Yeah, you've guessed it. Law of evens, of course, that we always follow in yoga. So right hand slides down the right side. We're going to breathe in, sweep the left arm up, stretch those fingertips away, lovely. And then as you're breathing out, we're extending this left side of the body and just gradually letting the right hand go down the side. Nice, expand into the space. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Okay, draw the tummy in and breathe out. Take both hands up overhead, lift the gaze up. Oh, this might be a little bit challenging because with the legs crossed. Maybe take it into a bit of back bend, just a little bit. And breathe out, hands down into a prayer. Now unravel those legs. Now I want you to sweep the hands around and back. Clasp your hands together behind your back. That's it. Nice. Okay, so we're not just hanging out with the hands behind the back. We want to be standing up tall, nice neutral spine. Nice and strong, equal weight between both legs. And then push those hands down your back. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to breathe out, fold forwards. So breathe out, hinging from the hips. So you're trying to keep that spine as straight as you can, folding down. And then lifting those arms away from the body. That's it. And then when you get here, let the head go heavy. I want to try and keep those arms up, as far away from the body as you can comfortably go. Lovely. Breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breath in. Okay, and then slide those hands back towards your bottom and roll yourself back up. Okay, if you are like me and you're not at the front of your mat, make your way to the front of your mat, wherever that is. Make sure it's nice and straight. Make sure your clothes are in the right place, as mine always ride up. That's it. And then take your feet parallel on the floor. Then I want you to shuffle them in a little bit closer so that you've got the inside, you've got your big toes touching and you've got your ankles close to touching as well. Lovely. Okay, we're going to work our way up slowly. So we want ever so slight bend in the knees. So we're not forcing the legs straight, we're not squeezing the legs straight. So, slight contraction in the belly, keeping all of that in, activating all those abdominal muscles. So palms pointing forwards and the shoulders are relaxed and soft, lifting up through the crown of the head. That's it. Don't want this chin to be sticking out either. So just have a think about your posture. Nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, lift up to halfway. So you're taking the hands up the shins, lengthening the back, and then breathe out, forward fold. Take the hands into a prayer. We're going to breathe in, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs, arms go up. And then we're going to breathe out and bend those knees again. So taking it into a chair pose. So you're almost leaning back slightly so that your heels are still connected onto the ground. Chest is nice and open. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in and breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, take your right leg back behind you, so you're going into a lunge this time. When you get in there, make yourself nice and long. Extend the neck, and then take your left leg to follow into a plank position. Push those heels back. Okay, we're going to breathe out to lower the knees down and then lower the body down. And then breathe in, sweep the chest forwards, tuck those elbows in. And we're just lifting into a baby cobra. So we're not pushing down with the hands here, we're not lifting up here. We're using those back muscles to lift ourselves up, looking forwards. Okay, nice. Now tuck the toes under, lift onto the knees, and sweep those hips back. And now we're going to move into a downward facing dog. So just take a moment to lift your hips up, adjust your feet. That's it. We want to be really sending those hips back. Right. I want you to focus on keeping this top half of the body straight. So we're not sort of leaning forwards here and making really straight legs. If you need to, you can bend your knees so that you can make this part of your body straight. So I'm going to try and make a straight line here. Lovely. Now take your right leg and take it forwards in between the hands at the front. And then the left leg follows, forward fold. Bend the knees, and this time we're going to sweep into a chair from here. So sweep the arms up. That's it. Breathing. Using that breath as an anchor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice. One more breath. Breathing in. Lean back a bit more. And breathing out. One more breath in. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, take the left leg back behind you. Nice long length there. And then the other leg meets it. And then breathe out. Take the knees down. And then take the chest down. Okay. Breathing in, we're going to take it back into that baby cobra. Tucking those elbows in. Opening up the chest forwards. That's it. Okay, now tuck the toes under and see if you can take yourself all the way up to downward facing dog from here. So lifting up and sweeping those hips back. Just adjust your feet if you need to. Nice, this time take the left foot forwards and then take the right foot forwards. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, sweep the arms up. And breathe out, hands down. Nice, okay. So we should all be nice and warm now. Ready to use the weights. So if you've got your weights, make sure that you've got hold of them. I'm going to take them either side of the front of this mat. Or carpet. So if you're using carpet, you don't have to have a mat for this. Okay. Take yourself to the front of the mat. We want the ankles directly underneath the hip sockets here. Nice. Take a breath in and breath out. Breathing in, sweep the arms up. Breathing out, fold forwards. Breathing in, lift up to halfway. Breathing out, forward fold. Lovely. So breathing in, take your left leg back into a lunge. That's it. And then take the right to follow into a plank. So we want to try and make a nice long line here with the body. I want to be pressing away from the floor with your hands. I don't want to see bums sticking out. That's it. And I don't want to see you dropping down here like this. We want to be nice and strong and firm here. Okay. Now we've been on our plank for long enough. So let's take the left leg forwards. Lovely. Now we're going to take hold of the weights, take a breath in, nice long back, and then we breathe out. As you breathe out, I want you to sweep those arms back, lift up the gaze, and just lift away from that foot slightly. If you ever need to, you can lower down onto the back leg. Nice long spine, lifting up your gaze. Nice. Take one more breath in. Nice, breathing out. Take those hands down. Okay, so taking your left leg back. Then take your right leg forwards. That's it. Push the heel back. Nice long spine. take hold of the weights. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. And as you breathe out, we're going to sweep those arms back, draw the shoulder blades together, lift up the gaze. That's it. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here. That's it, you're doing well. Breathing out. Hands down to the floor. We're taking it back into a plank. And then we're going to breathe out and lower ourselves down to the floor. Oh, maybe we can go to sleep now. Afraid not. We're going to take the hands down to the sides. That's it. I want you to look forward, so you're looking down towards the mat. Okay, take a breath in here. Point those fingers away, so your palms are pointing down, toes are pointed. And as you breathe out, I want you to lift your torso off the floor. So that's your head and your chest off the floor. And then lift your arms as well. So you're trying to draw the shoulder blades together and you're trying to draw the fingertips away. If it feels okay, you can also lift the legs off the floor. That's it. So this is our locust, strengthening up our backs. Lovely, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Oh, nice. One more breath in and breathe out. Now then, hands go underneath the shoulders, lift up onto the knees. We're going to take a quick child's pose here. So take the knees out nice and wide. Take the hips back. Head down on the ground. Okay, slowly lift yourself back up onto all fours. Okay, we are going to take ourselves up and back to downward facing dog. That's it. So this is our downward facing dog we were doing earlier on in the practice. So a nice straight spine. And then this time I want you to take your right foot and place it behind the right hand. I'm going to take hold of the weights. Now we're going to lift up slowly. Nice. Now we want the hips pointing towards the front here. Back heel back on the ground. I want you to keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Okay. Now take the weights towards your shoulders. We're going to breathe in here. And breathing out. Take the arms up. Now relax the shoulders down your spine. We want to be keeping those arms nice and strong. Make sure you're not locking the arms, the elbows out. Nice, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, we've got one more breath in here. And as you breathe out, we're going to take our weight onto this front right foot. And we're going to take the left knee forwards and take the weight down towards our hips. So breathe in, take it back to your warrior one. Lift the arms up. And then breathing out, we're going to sweep the hands down, lifting the knee up. That's it, so breathing in. And then breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Well done. Breathing in and breathing out. Breath in and breath out. Nice. Now breathe in. Take it back to your warrior one. Okay, and then we're going to take it so we're pointing to the side. So turn the front foot and the back foot. That's it. Weights down to the shoulders. Now I want you to turn the feet out. That's it. So they're just pointing out a bit. Okay, take a breath in. And we're going to breathe out. And as we breathe out, we draw the tummy in and lower yourself down. We want to take the knees out nice and wide. That's it. Okay. Now then, this is our goddess pose. We're just going to do a little bit of a side stretch, a little bit of work. So as you breathe in, take the right forearm onto the right thigh, stretch the left arm up. And as you breathe out, squeeze that tummy in and take both arms up to meet. That's it, same on the other side. So breathing in and then breathing out, take it up. Lovely, breathing in and breathing out, take it back up. Lovely, breathing in and then breathing out, take it back up. Nice, breathing in and breathing out, take it back up. So you can look up towards that hand as you take it down. And breathing out, breathing in, keep going. Might be feeling a little bit by now. And breathing out, nice, breathing in, one more. And then breathing out, taking it up, lovely. Now I want you to point your palms forwards. We're going to take a breath in here. And then as we breathe out, straightening up the legs and sweeping the arms down. Nice, so breathing in, take the arms up. And then breathing out, down. Breathing in, relax the tummy muscles. And then breathing out, squeeze the tummy in and take the hands down. Nice. 3 more of these. In, breathing out. That's it. And one last one. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Well done. Okay. Let's take those feet out nice and wide. That's it. And when you take your feet out wide, I want you to be pressing into the outside of the feet. So you should be seeing an arch in the soles of your feet in here. Lovely. Now, hands onto the hips to start with. We're going to breathe out and fold forwards, no lower than in parallel with the mat. Okay, I don't want you folding all the way down here because we're going to be using the weights. I want you in line here. That's it. And then we're going to take the weights down, elbows pointing out. Nice. Now, if you can, try and keep a nice straight spine so that you're looking down towards the floor. Maybe watch me for the first one. So take your breath in, elbows are out, and then we're going to breathe out, take the arms out to the sides. That's it. So breathing in, and then breathing out. That's it, breathing in, and breathing out. Lovely, breath in, and breath out. Nice, one more breath in, and breath out. Hold here for 3 breaths, so arms are up, breathing out. Try and keep your breath breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. Lovely, breathing out. Lower those hands down and let the arms go soft. We're going to roll back up again. So slight bend of the knees and slowly rolling yourselves back up again. Nice, roll those shoulders. Nice. Now turn the front foot to the front. We're going to lift it onto the back foot and lower ourselves down. Now take your hands onto the floor, so you're in a lunge. Then take both legs to meet each other. Breathe out, lower the knees down, lower the chest. Breathe in, take that nice baby cobra. And then we're going to breathe out, lift up onto the knees, stretch out for a second. And then take yourself back to downward facing dog. That's it, nice. So now we're going to take this left foot behind the left hand here. That's it, find the weights, nice long line. And then we're going to take the weights into the shoulders and breathe out, sweep them up. So this is our warrior 1 stance. Heels back at the front, bending to the knee, heels back on the back leg. Knee is bent on the front leg. Right, okay. And then when you're ready, taking the arms up. Nice. Just take a moment to relax the shoulders. Think about making the neck really long. That's it, take a breath in here. And breathe out, taking the knee up, weights down. That's it, so breathing in, take it back. Breathing out, take it forwards. And see if you can try and keep that bit of control. It can be really hard to keep your balance here because it's quite a dynamic movement. So breathing in and then breathing out. Lovely, one more. And then breathing out. Nice. Breathing in. Take your arms up. And we take the weight to the chest and lower them down a minute. Okay, now take both feet forwards. That's it. And then I want you to hold onto your elbows and let the head go really heavy. That's it. So we're just using that extra weight of the weights just to help to just extend and help to encourage that feeling of extension in the back. It's not necessarily that your back is extended, but you'll be feeling more of a stretch. That's it. Make sure that the head's really heavy, shoulders really heavy. Maybe if you want to, you can sway from side to side, or maybe just wiggling the head a bit. Okay, now let go and slowly roll yourself back up again. Nice. Right, so one more little bit of work with the weights. Okay, I want you to take your right foot and take a small step back. So we've got both legs straight. Good. Take a breath in. And I'm going to breathe out and extend forwards. That's it, pyramid pose. Okay, we're going to take the arms out and back behind us. I want the palms pointing down. We're going to be breathing in and taking the weights towards the shoulders. And then when you breathe out, we're straightening out that leg, straightening out those arms. So breathing in and then breathing out. I want you to think about your spine being really strong, pushing the hips back and just making sure that you're not falling forwards here. We're working the back as well at the same time, and we don't want to hurt it. So don't make sure you're not falling down. Make sure you're not rolling down like here, and make sure that you've got those muscles in the back activated. That's it, so you're sort of drawing the shoulder blades back. You're making the spine really nice and long. Lovely, breathing in, and then breathing out. Lovely, breathing in, and breathing out. Now, one more, breathing in, and breathing out. Take those arms back. Okay, and then we're going to release, slowly lifting back up. And then take the back foot, wrap it around the front. Lovely. So you can either take your toes onto the floor, or you can wrap that foot all the way around. So if you're doing this, squeeze the thighs together. So, and then once you're here, maybe see if you can bend into the knees a little bit. That's it. Okay, so we're not using the weights per se in this one, but we're going to sweep the left arm above the right. See if you can wrap your arms around, or if you can just take them together, or if you've got really tight shoulders, maybe your arms are like this. You're taking the left elbow above the right. Now, people who come to my class will know that eagle is my nemesis. So don't follow me, don't go really wobbly. Try and keep your spine nice and straight. Try and draw the shoulder blades away by taking the elbows away from the body and pointing those fingers up as much as you can. Lovely, breathing in and breathing out. Nice, one more breath in. Okay, breathe out, release. Oh, release those legs, thank goodness. And now we're going to take the weight into the chest. See, and that same leg that you had wrapped around here, we're unraveling it and pushing it back. That's it. Into a warrior three. So your warrior three may look like this. We're trying to get ourselves as far in line as possible here. So you're trying to keep the hips square. So you try and avoid opening the hips out to the side like that, which makes it really difficult to balance as well. I want to try and keep those hips square with the mat. push away and down onto the ground with the foot that's on the floor, and push away with the foot that's on up in the sky. Pushing it, make yourself as long as possible. Lovely, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely, breathing in. Okay, breathing out, we're slowly lifting up, back up to centre. Take a breath in, sweep those arms up. And breathe out, forward fold. To take the weights into the chest first, and then fold down. Okay, slowly roll back up again. So it's the same on the other side. So you're taking your left foot back for that little step. Cool. Start by taking your weights either into your chest or into your hips. We're going to be hinging forwards from the hips. That's it. And then the arms are going to be here out on the side. So start with your hands over towards your shoulders, elbows back, drawing the shoulder blades together. Take a breath in, long spine. And then breathing out, straighten those arms up. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Nice, 3 more. One final one. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. Slowly lift yourself up. And so you're wrapping this back foot, so your left foot around the right. That's it. And either toes on the floor or wrapping around here. And wherever you are, try and bend down into the knees a little bit here. That's it. Lift up your gaze. You want to be using your drishti, your gaze, to help you balance. There might be something just in front that you can use that's not moving, that can help you with your focus. And then we are taking the right elbow above the left, wrapping those arms around each other and pointing the fingers up. That's it. When you're in this pose, maybe try and take yourself a bit lower. And then take the elbows away from the body, point the fingertips up. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Nice, breathing in, and then breathing out. One more breath in. Okay, breathing out, we're going to unravel hands into a prayer, maybe unravel the leg, and then push it back into that warrior 3 on the other side. So just taking your warrior 3 to however it feels for you. Try and make sure that both legs are straight, that we're pushing the heels back, hips are square, and we're making ourselves as long as possible. So imagining that there's a thread here on the crown of your head pulling you this way, and there's a thread on your heel pulling you back the other way. Okay, that's it. Really keep focusing this one. Okay, we're going to slowly hinge ourselves back up again. Nice, take a breath in, sweep those arms up. And breathe out, forward fold. Oh, that was good. Okay, so whenever you're ready, just bend the knees, take the weights down to the sides, slowly make your way down onto the floor. That's it, we're going to just stretch those hips out. Stretch the arms out. Push the hips back. So this is our child's pose. Really good for stretching out the glutes and the back, the lower back. Let the head rest on the ground. Oh, well done. Okay. Slowly make your way up. We are going to be straightening out the legs in front. Now you might find it difficult to keep the spine straight here. If you're finding that your spine is curving here, you can use either books or anything that you have around the place, or if you do have some yoga blocks, you can use blocks to sit on. So I'll just do one to demonstrate. Nice. Okay. So we want the toes flexed, we want to be nice and tall. If you can touch the floor with your hands, place your hands down by your sides. Nice. Okay. Now taking this right foot and place it onto the outside of the left leg. Okay, and we're going to move into a twist. In fact, I might demonstrate it the other way around so you can see what I'm doing. So I want you to wrap your left arm around your right knee, and if you can, place the fingertips on the floor behind you. That's it. Take a breath in, make yourself really nice and tall, and then breathe out, twist, squeeze that knee and twist and look over this right shoulder. That's it, flex to the foot. And if it feels nice, just close your eyes. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely, one more breath in. And one more breath out. Release the head to centre. Lovely. I'll swap over those legs. I'm going to do the same again so you can actually see me. So this time is the left foot on the outside of the right, flexing the right foot and hugging in that left thigh. That's it. And then looking over your left shoulder, keeping yourself nice and tall. Lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in and one more breath out. Okay, we have one more pose before we go down onto the floor and into Shavasana. This is our fire log pose. So we start by sitting down here. I want you to take your right foot and place it in front. So you want your shin to be in parallel with the mat, assuming that you're facing directly forwards. So, and then it's just in front of you, and we're going to place this other ankle on the top of the knee. There. That's it. And so this knee could be all the way up here, or if you're finding this difficult, just straighten out that leg and just keep the leg like this. Okay? So just find the fire log pose that works for you. That's it. And when you're here, I want you to think about lifting open the chest. That's it. Shoulders down. We're going to take some nice big breaths. Lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. And breathing out. Oh, nice. It should feel really nice to be stretching and opening out these hips. Let's swap over. So if you kept the leg out straight, swap over to that side like this. You'll probably notice a difference between one hip and the other. So this hip tends to be my looser one. So let's see if it's still loose today. Oh, yes. Yes. That's it. So just settling down with your foot or your ankle onto somewhere just behind the knee here. I want to try and keep those legs in parallel as much as possible. That's it. Opening up that chest. Just enjoying that feeling of just stretching and opening a space that really needs it. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Close your eyes if this feels good. Lovely. 2 more of these lovely breaths. Just keeping that breath nice and steady and calm. 1 more breath. Lovely. Now you're ready. Well done. Well done for getting this far, especially if you're, being at home, if you have children as well. It's going to be very difficult to get to this point and have that much peace and quiet. So you deserve a very nice and relaxing Shavasana. Do any stretches that you need to before you get comfortable for your Shavasana. Maybe you want to take the knees in for another stretch. Maybe you want to take a happy baby pose, taking the knees out nice and wide, grabbing hold of the outsides of the feet. Maybe you want to do some twists. Just do what your body is telling you that it needs. That's it. And then if you want to put any extra layers on, or if you want to grab a blanket, then get yourself comfortable down on the mat, lying down. That's it. Just lie down, close your eyes, and then just start to settle in. Just settling into your Shavasana. Just noticing that feeling of being able to just let go onto the mat. All the muscles, now they've been worked and they've been moved, they're ready. They are ready to let go. So just let them. This is your time to just rest. Be completely at ease. Soften all of those muscles around your eyes, around your jaw. Allow yourself to feel completely relaxed. As you slowly bring your awareness back into the body, just start to notice your breath. That gentle bit of effort to breathe in and the release to breathe out. And then just slowly expand that awareness through the body, giving the fingers and the toes a wiggle. Keep those eyes closed as you gradually become more aware of maybe noises that are in the room around you. And then maybe noticing any sounds further away from you. And in your own time, whenever you're ready, just roll gently onto one side. Just keep the eyes closed. That's it. Make yourself nice and comfy. And whenever you're ready, just very gently lift yourself up into an easy seat. The light in me honours the light in you all. Thank you so much for practicing today with me. Namaste. I hope you all enjoyed the practice today. Please let me know how you got on and let me know if there's any particular requests, any body parts that you want to work on, or if there are any short practices that you would like me to add to my page. Okay. All feedback would be really gratefully received. And if you are enjoying the classes, please consider donating just a little bit of money towards the classes. Thank you very much. Namaste.